I am Iron Man.
Hello there.
Avengers!
All right, welcome to Stars in Marvel, episode 47. This week we're breaking down episode 5, the penultimate episode of Loki season 2. But before we do that, we do have as promised, we are going through with this. We will do our drawing for the $25 Amazon gift card. For hitting our 50 subscriber mark.
People have been all up in my DMs. Where's that gift card?
Where's the gift
Where's
card?
that gift card? Where is it?
We hashtag gift card gate has been trending on Twitter, so we're getting to
Release the Amazon cut, something like that. I don't know.
Something about Snyder. All right, let's see if this is this showing.
Yeah.
All right. So I had other subscribers in like the list, but I only took the ones from the recent subscribers, just because a lot of them. No offense to any of my high school or friends or family members listening, I didn't want to include you in the list because I don't know, your family members and friends. You're supposed to subscribe. So no offense, but you're not in the running for the $25 gift card.
I just gotta laugh at two just straight names. I'm gonna shout them out. I didn't know they were subscribed. Sean, I'm glad you're subscribed. And okay. Dale, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hit me up.
There we go. All right, we got two people that Zach knows. I like some of these names. The Greek Geek, Troller Skates. There was Clown Prince 215. So that's got to be someone from Philly. 215.
That's gotta be a local jokester, if you will.
Yeah. There we go. All right. So all right. Let's spin the wheel, and then I'll explain the gift card getting process. All right. Here we go. And all right, we have a winner, Lisa Johnson, which actually I think was the most recent subscriber. So
really,
yeah. Chose a great time to subscribe there, Lisa Johnson. So
never know. Could be another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Recent.
So congratulations to you. We will be in contact now. I guess. I was thinking I actually probably should have talked to you about this before we started recording.
Live disclaimer.
So I figured the easiest way to get the gift card to someone, I don't know if you can DM on YouTube, but we'll go from there. I don't know. We'll figure it out on how to get in contact with you.
You say I thought of two options, so you can say your things.
I was gonna say if you feel comfortable enough, we could mail it to you. If not, we could take like a picture of the barcode or the QR, whatever code on the back of the Amazon gift card.
Type it in too, like
tweet the deets in the
again, very much unopened. So like if you want us to open it to send you just the code, that works.
Understandable if you don't want your home address being sent to two strangers you listen to on
couple
YouTube.
Couple dweebs on the internet.
Yeah, it's completely understandable. But we will be in contact and we can, send you and if we don't hear from you, then I guess we'll do another drawing.
I guess screw you. Round two, baby.
For $22 gift card. No.
That's right. Every time someone doesn't take it, we take some money off the top. We split it. We take $2.
Yeah,
$1 for me, $1 for you. No, better yet, we cut the card off a number at a time. You have to try and guess the rest.
You have to guess yeah. You have to guess the remaining digits. Let me close.
Oh man, that's too funny. Hey, congratulations, Lisa. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you for hitting that subscribe button and listening. I honestly wish there was a way you could see like who listens to the episodes on YouTube. I know that's not possible, or at least as far as I know, that's not possible. Because
you
the
know how
channel we could
they could comment and then we'd know
there
they're
you
listening.
go. That's a way to do it. But no, like I always wish you could see like, oh, listen, like, because you could see it on like Facebook and
sure,
not Twitter, but like I guess you really can't see who. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud, but regardless, thank you for everyone for subscribing. Probably when we hit 100, we'll do another giveaway like this. Possibly, I don't know. Maybe
you never know.
Maybe we can give away a pop or something since we're both pop guys.
I got plenty of junk I can give away. I got so
plenty
much
of crap.
I got a gift. I got a bag full of things that are completely open. You want Kingdom Hearts figures? Kingdom Hearts figures. Like
I was gonna say, we just got 2 toasters for our wedding. So if anybody needs a toaster, we can give that away too.
Are they the same exact toaster?
I think so.
That's the best. That's so funny. I'm sorry.
It's pretty good.
That's a 100 subscriber toaster.
There you go.
Shout out Spider-Man 2.
But yeah, Loki episode 5. I honestly thought it was an amazing episode.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I just go. I mean, shoot your thoughts.
Just a bunch
full
of
spoilers. Just
full
throwing
spoilers,
it every time. Always say full spoilers.
Boom, spoilers. Yeah. I mean, I love how in depth and crazy they're getting into the time travel, and how it all kind of seems like like the whole entire MCU has just been an Ouroboros loop this entire time.
Yes.
Like, which is awesome that it sets and it resets, it sets and it resets, it sets and it resets, and it just keeps going and going and going. So that way Kang is always in control. I really liked the effect, that like spaghettiification effect of everything. Like it was cool seeing like in the 4th episode when Victor Timely got, spaghettified, and then we also saw that in Quantumania when one of Scott's probability storm variants, one of the big ones, like turns into spaghetti because he gets too close to the probability or the multiversal drive.
You making the connections.
That was either a Screen Crush or New Rockstar.
Don't give them credit. Don't give them credit. No, that's you.
I did do a rewatch of Quantumania yesterday, so just to have that fresh in my mind. But no, I really like. I mean, I've always thought Loki was a great character, and I didn't know what the hell they were going to do with him in this show, and I'm so glad that they chose him to be, the sort of I've heard him being compared to as the Iron Man of the multiverse saga.
I was gonna say, do you think he takes up like main role mantle in the Avengers movies?
Yeah, I've heard some theories he might be. There was I guess he in one of the Avengers team up things, he became Avenger Prime or something like that, and he ruled the multiverse or something like that, or ruled all of time or something like that. So I think they might be set, maybe not something that drastic, but they might set him up as the new, what were they called, timekeeper or time.
Yeah,
they were the timekeepers. I mean, he could be like the figurehead of the TVA that isn't a crazy dictator.
Yeah, I definitely think they're setting him up to be the head of the TVA. I know there's a lot of speculation. Does it set him up to create the TVA, like Ouroboros style? Like, does he start it from the beginning and it wasn't Kang? I don't see how that's possible, because we literally saw in episode 4, He Who Remains flashback with minutes. I think it was 4, not 3, but when when we find out where the variants all came from, that it was his army of variants, and so like I don't think that makes sense that he created the TVA and then so on, but like I do like him being involved. I guess like something that I actually haven't watched any Screen Crush, etc., New Rockstars kind of thing. So tell me if anyone's figured this out. Ouroboros is, and I forget his timeline name, but
oh yeah, I forget. Yeah,
OB's bunker is his bunker in the TVA.
Yeah.
So clearly there's some kind of connection to, I mean, let's say the sacred timeline or even branch timelines, and then to the TVA itself. Like, just because the TVA is outside of time, there's still a connection there, and that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool seeing these little details, and they're not being explained, and you don't need to. It just makes it more interesting. If they do explain it, great. One thing I wanted to say was, and I know I talked about in the last episode, I've really enjoyed the show as a whole. However, I just felt like the story itself wasn't quite like as good as season 1, I guess is the best way to put it. But this episode was what I wanted like 2 episodes ago. Like, if I kind of wish somehow we had pushed this forward, but like this was what I wanted. I wanted the chaos of everyone got put back to their timelines. Everyone doesn't know who they are. And then on top of all of that, we're finding out the reason you need the loom is because whether it's the multiverse or just the sacred timeline, it just falls apart. There is no universe of universes without the loom. Like, or the TVA, I guess, for that matter, which is crazy. I don't know how, like, I don't know if there's really I seeing him putting that together. It was one of those things where I was like, well, how does the universe exist to create the TVA, to create the loom? And it's like, I don't need that. That's the point of, like, the TVA is just beyond it all. And it's just a complete loop, which is, you have the endgame time travel, which is, it branches. You have the loop time travel now with Loki. Like, I like how out of control this is. Like, this is truly like bananas.
Yeah, and now we're getting the like the Back to the Future logic of time travel, when Loki can go back in time and change something, and it'll be changed in the future. It's no longer like, because he's now he has
staying
on
the same timeline.
Yeah.
While he's doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not exactly. Yeah. He's not branching when he's traveling back. He's just, I don't know the right timey-wimey vocabulary, but like he's traveling in that same timeline, changing what's going on, and then, but it's not changing. I don't know, but
yeah, no, but it's cool that, like, it's hold on. It's cool because, like, look, I love Endgame. It's great. It's a great movie. But I also love that the writers are just having fun with the story. And if it's, we got to change how time travel works again.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't care. Like, it's cool. Like, it's still, it's so well done that it works. And that's the thing, is there's so much effort and love put into this project, and you can just see that. Like, it works, man. And it's just a lot of fun. I mean, I think one of the things I thought we'd do today is speculation, and I don't want to like jump too far into that yet, but like, overall, I'll just give my thoughts on speculation. I have no idea how this ends. Look, I will say there has been a lot of rumors / leaks, quote bunnies, that this is going to heavily connect to another movie, and I'm not going to say it in case Brandon doesn't know. I don't know if we've talked about it.
You can. I don't. It doesn't really matter.
It's pretty heavily known that Loki is going to somehow connect to Deadpool 3.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Yep.
And so, like, I'm curious if this, because Deadpool 3 is, supposed to release next year. Like, whether or not that happens, like, timeline wise, that's supposed to come out next, not Loki season 3. Okay. So I kind of assume whatever happens in this finale is going to go into that.
You know what I keep forgetting is that that Deadpool 3 is an MCU movie. So like, right. I keep forgetting that like, because I have heard that the events of Loki season 2 will play a role in Deadpool 3.
I also think it's gonna just straight up set up Kang Dynasty.
Yeah. But I keep forgetting that because like I keep thinking Deadpool is just its one-off, like its own thing. Right. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what it's been for the past however many years we've had Deadpool movies.
Yeah, that was 2016,
15. 15?
No, wait. When did I graduate?
2000 graduate college?
College, yeah. So 15?
2015.
Because
Yeah,
it was the next. You're right. You were right. It was 2016.
2016. Wow.
It was Valentine's Day 2016.
Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah.
So almost 10 years. Almost, I mean, what, 7 years?
7 years.
Yeah.
So it'll be 8
almost
years.
8. Yeah.
If the third one comes out next year, it'll be an 8-year trilogy.
Is it coming out? Supposed to come out in 24? Like
it's supposed to. It's bounced around between fall and spring, but it's supposed to come out in 24.
Okay.
It seems like it's not heavily, or my indication is it's not too heavily CGI'd, kind of similar to the first one and a little less so, but kind of similar to the second one.
I think the second one they had no choice with like Juggernaut and stuff like that.
Right. But that's I'm sure I would assume there's something similar. I would guess it's probably closer to 2 than 1, but even 2 CGI is less than most MCU movies.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that's more likely than not what is happening, because I don't even know if they're done filming.
No, yeah, filming got delayed because of the actor strike, and I'm pretty sure
they're hell bent on releasing that movie next year. So
yeah,
I'm assuming it's not heavily CGI'd. I also think Ryan Reynolds knows that's what made Deadpool so great. So to change that would be pretty dumb.
Yeah, that would be a very poor mistake if the MCU, if Disney decided, hey, we're gonna pump up the shitty CGI we've been doing on again, we're not sticklers of CGI, but if you're gonna promise a bunch of CGI, let's
especially considering Marvel's CGI department unionized this year. So like, if like Disney was like, hey, Deadpool 3 in a month, they're gonna be like, strike, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, Deadpool 3 in 5 years.
You know how you just dealt with 2 of these? Here's a third one.
Here's a third one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I guess to stay on, like, I don't know how long we've been talking actually, but for Loki episode 5, I mean, look, I think his name was Doug. Mobius's real name, Doug. I think Doug.
Like yeah.
Doug was exactly what I had pictured.
Oh, like, yeah.
Smooth, like not even
talking, yeah.
Like just an absolute, like, just talking out of his ass kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
He's just the single dad part even was like right on the money. Like a divorcee dad.
So
like,
I one of the breakdowns I watched, they were like, it could be divorced, it could be the wife just left him. It's also 2022. This could have been a result of the snap. But we are on a branch. I didn't even think about that. We are on a branch timeline, so the snap might have not happened during that time period.
I just took that as during the
timeline.
I mean, I think anything is on the table with this. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I took the branches as this is the sacred timeline with these people where they would have been, but they don't belong on the timeline anymore. Like,
okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
I that was my interpretation of it.
They made a choice that wasn't part of He Who Remains script.
So like, I still
the timeline. Yeah.
But like, all that to be said, the 2022 thing is something I totally forgot about. Like, 2023 is, I think, when they come back, technically, is when Endgame takes place.
Yeah, because last month was the date when the Battle of Earth took place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny. Look, I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but there's something to be said that COVID kind of like paused everything enough that like Marvel is now caught up with their 5-year gap.
I know, right? That was, I remember when it said 5 years later during Endgame, I'm like, oh my God. So all the movies now are going to take place 5 years in the future, but now they're caught up. So
just saying.
Yeah.
But I thought Doug was like spot on. It was really interesting seeing Loki get his attention. Or Borst's character, man. Do you think so? He kind of creates the TVA in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, he keeps getting involved in the creation of the TVA. I don't want to say he is Kang or a Kang, but do you think he becomes Kang's like right-hand man? Is the end of this?
I think Yeah, essentially, maybe not like knowingly, and maybe not knowing Kang's full reasoning for wanting a TVA, but I believe he more than likely becomes Kang's right hand man or his like chief technician type thing. That's why his mind isn't wiped. That's why he remembers Mobius, he remembers everybody, all these people. That 1000% he helps Kang, but unknowingly that it's doing wrong.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Do we see any more Kang or Victor Timely? Like, I feel like we have to, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't.
So this is a thing for more of what I've heard theories of what could happen in the season finale.
Okay.
So I this is based on trailer. I guess they released like a trailer for the next episode, or I guess this was, or no, I'm sorry. This was footage from the trailers that we haven't seen yet in the episode.
Yes. I love that people do that. It's like, dude, I don't have enough time in my life to go
we haven't seen this part yet.
Like, are you kidding me? But the people that do it, thank you.
Yeah. God bless you. But apparently there's a scene of Victor Timely putting in the throughput multiplier, the thing he makes. So I guess Loki, because at the end of the episode, Loki goes back to that moment before the room explodes.
I just assumed that, and maybe this was me like overthinking it from a real life perspective of filming.
Yeah.
I had just assumed Loki only time slipped back to after Timely had already died. But that makes total sense. Like, he probably went back before. And the reason, but that's, to be fair, the reason I thought that was because Timely is the only one he doesn't go recruit as like the group.
Yeah.
Which I thought was odd at first. Because it's like,
that was
he's like, oh, we need everyone in the cup, all the pens back in the cup, right?
Except Timely.
But Victor Timely wasn't there, and he was there. You know what I mean?
One that you needed. Yeah.
So I thought that was bizarre. Maybe, and again, maybe that was just filming perspective, but like, it does make sense. He probably does time travel back before Timely's death, and then I would assume he is involved. I think we said it on our podcast last time. If he is back, I do kind of think he's gonna time slip into He Who Remains or something along those lines.
The theory is he's gonna go back out, put the multiplier in, but still spaghettify and still die. But they're gonna send the thing that they sent to retract to get Loki, like all of Loki back. Remember in the
how they stopped him from
So they're gonna do that, but instead of pulling Victor Timely out, they're gonna pull out Kang from Quantumania, who's stuck in. You remember how he got pulled into the drive at the end of the movie in Quantumania when they beat Kang? He gets sucked into the drive. So he's basically just in like temporal.
So you're saying you think the speculation is that Loki is going to save Quantumania's ending?
Pretty much, yeah. And
by explaining him getting sucked in, being them pulling him out by accident.
Yeah, so because it's all the same temporal aura. So instead of it pulling Timely out, I've heard theory that it's gonna pull Kang out, and then that's gonna jumpstart Kang Dynasty type stuff. So,
you son of a bitch, I'm in.
I'm in.
I so great, love it. That being said, the only other real question I have for speculation is, I think it's fair to say the Loki season 1 finale had one of the greatest, I don't even know if I want to call it a twist, but I guess a reveal in He Who Remains. Like we speculated, like, oh, is Kang involved in this? Like, as fans, everyone speculated, like, oh, is Kang involved in the TVA? Never did I expect to see the man himself in that episode,
and like be a large part of the episode too.
Correct. Yeah. Do we get anything close to that in this finale?
I think we might get something on par with the I think so, at least, because I feel like this was that would be their way of saving Kang's character.
What if what if they drop Doctor Doom in it, and it's just like that's where all this rumored talk has come from, that like Doom could be his replacement, is because he's gonna be revealed in this finale, and now we have both Doom and Kang. That
would be interesting. I don't know how they would bring Doom.
Oh no, it makes zero sense, and I don't actually want it, but I'm just like,
it would be interesting
throwing it against the wall there. You know what I mean? Like spitting on a whale here.
I really hope that. I mean, after rewatching Quantumania, I think audiences did the movie dirty. I honestly enjoyed Quantumania. And I
also still enjoyed. Yes,
it had its moments. You know, was it dumb that Ant-Man beat Kang? Yeah, but I had a good reasoning for it yesterday. Now I should have wrote it down. It was like this wasn't Kang at his best. Like this was Kang, you know, working with what he had. I mean, I know he had, you know, the power of basically a god, but he wasn't working at his full potential, and he also had to deal with, you know, it wasn't just Ant-Man, it was that giant colony of, you know, super smart
super ants.
There were like 10,000 Hank Pyms coming after him. You know,
yeah. Like, I totally agree, and I don't remember what our scores were. I might go rewatch that tomorrow, to be honest, and like see what we said about it then. But like, I'd be probably pretty confident in whatever I said. I've rewatched Quantumania and I enjoy it. I think the biggest thing that drives people away is it's not even, people can say it's bad, that's fine, but it's not even that it's bad CGI, it's that it's too much CGI.
Yeah.
And it's completely, it's like 98% dependent on the CGI, and that just takes you out of it. Like that's I think its biggest flaw. And while it doesn't bother me that much, I can see a Marvel drowning, kind of like falling off fan being like, this is I'm done. I'm done. But it's just a shame, because I do like the movie. I do think Kang rocks in it. I don't know. I still enjoy it. I think the ending was, I think they had a different ending planned, and they changed it a little too much, and I think that's pretty apparent. We've talked about that too, but like I still like it. I like it as it is. It's fine. It's good.
I just hope that they use this Loki, like the season 2 finale of Loki, to fix that problem with Quantumania if they're going to continue forward with Kang. Because I think right now they're too late in the game to pull Kang. You've already
That's the other thing is we haven't talked about this, but like, I know I speculated way back when here that Doom could still be the villain in Secret. I said that I think I speculated Doom being the Secret Wars villain before any of the Jonathan Majors drama came out.
Yeah.
And at this point, I want Kang to be the villain because he's so good. Do you would you rather them pivot to Doom, or would you rather them recast Kang?
I would rather them recast Kang.
Agreed.
I would like if they stuck with their original plan for the Kang Dynasty, but nixed him for Secret Wars and threw Doctor Doom in. You know what I mean? Like,
oh god,
because like you don't need Kang for Secret Wars because he wasn't in any of the originals. So like, nix him for you know, maybe like, you know, Doom ends up helping the Avengers and, you know, the remaining Marvel team defeat him in the Kang Dynasty, you know, begrudgingly, because he's a threat to his ultimate plan.
Up the magic space rock and he takes over. This was dude, if I called that shit pre-drama, I think I might be owed some money. I think that's actually I think someone watched our podcast.
Send him a check.
Someone watched the podcast, was like, shit, that's how we do it. That's how we get rid of it.
Stole our idea.
But I do completely agree with you that I think at the end of the day, do not like dump the Kang Dynasty.
Yeah,
just the whole point is variance, dude. You can give me the exact same person with a new actor, and
we just saw 3 Spider-Men on you know, in No Way Home. We saw, you know, we've seen 5 different versions to Kang already, so like,
yeah. And the whole point of Secret Wars is like I hope we see, 3 Mr. Fantastics basically.
Yeah.
Give me the MCU one, give me the Krasinski cameo again, and then give me the old Fantastic Four cameo. Like that's what oh my god, I wasn't even thinking that. Yes, 4. That's what like the whole point of Secret Wars is give me all sorts of variants. Give me Leonardo DiCaprio Spider-Man, shit like that. Tom Cruise Iron Man. Like so like if Kang in general changes actors, who cares?
Yeah. And honestly, like
except for the fact that I love Jonathan Majors' acting. Like,
yeah, he's a great actor. I did do a little research on his charges, and it is.
We have also agreed that we are not talking about his charges. And
no,
we are strictly talking
about his acting. If he does get fired, he deserves it. But we are not speaking further. We're
not talking about the real life
Jonathan Majors. We're talking about
we're dancing around. We're walking the line.
But he is a very good actor. He has done an amazing job of making it believable that he is different versions of the same character, which is extremely hard to do.
Yeah, and that's the toughest part. I don't know if you go with a veteran actor to replace him, or if you maybe do all different actors. Like just dive into that idea.
That would be a cool idea. I think they could totally pull that off. Yeah, I mean, I don't have too much left on the episode. The only thing I wanted to touch on real quick before we like wrap up and for the get ready for the finale. I loved the imagery of when Sylvie was in that record store and like she was sitting there like this, kind of looking up, listening to the record, and the camera was over top of her. Mm-hmm. But the camera started spinning with the record, and then everything started like, I thought that was a really cool imagery.
I also thought it was really neat. Valerie and I were debating about this. So Sylvie goes back to the McDonald's, her branch timeline.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So because we were like, okay, well, if they're put back in their place, is Sylvie going to end up in Asgard? But she goes to the McDonald's. So I think that's again further proof that and it said branch timelines. Like we knew they weren't on the sacred timeline during this episode, but like it was just interesting that more detail of like we're not putting them back where they came from. We're putting them back like where they belong. Almost is what it felt like.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like so. Like this could be as stupid as saying it could be their way of being like. Even though Mobius fits perfectly as Doug, maybe Doug wasn't his life. You know what I mean? Like
it could have been another branching timeline that he was a part.
Right. It could just be a different variant, like like Casey being a escaped convict from Alcatraz, right? Like that was awesome.
Yeah,
but like maybe he wasn't actually that. Like it's just a weird detail that I think leaves it a little unanimous. No, anonymous.
Something I don't know.
It's a cool little detail that leaves a bit of a hint of mystery to the episode.
Yeah.
Because like you don't necessarily take the whole thing for fact because Sylvie is in whatever Kentucky, Indiana, like McDonald's, right? Like she's not in Asgard where she belongs as a Loki.
Exactly. Yeah. She was in her own where she wanted to be, not where she
I gotta say, she hasn't been in it feels like very prominent role this season, but I have loved pretty much everything Sylvie's been a part of in this season.
Yeah, she's been a great character.
Yeah, like she's had a very like emotional driven story this season too, like going from saying I'm just gonna kill Kang to not being able to kill Victor timely because the moral of like he's not Kang yet. Like she's just been a great character, and like from them using a really cool like record spinning depiction to them using her as like again, giving a bit of mystery to the show. Like, I really appreciate what they've done with it. It's just great.
One of the Easter eggy things I saw or things someone pointed out, when we see where B-15 was, like Hunter B-15, like she's the doctor.
Yes.
It's in New York in 2012.
She's there for
Loki's
Avengers.
Yeah, for
the Battle of New York.
So when she obviously it would be shocking to see someone rip through time and space and appear before you, but she also seems a little freaked out, like she knows who Loki is. So I wonder if this takes place after the attack on New York and she recognizes Loki. Like, what are you like? You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't even think of that part. I recognized it as New York 2012 Battle of New York. Like she is there for this battle. This is what that tells us. I did not put together she might recognize him after he's already been there.
When I heard that, I was like, that makes so much sense. Like I mean, I don't know if that was the case. That was never really explained. She just kind of had that look of shock on her face, which, I mean, I would be shocked if someone just,
blipped into thin air.
Or appeared out of thin air. But yeah, I thought that would be a pretty cool, like, little Easter eggy thing. Like, she
that's
who
neat.
he is because of being in New York at that time.
I didn't think of that. Good thought by you, yo. Good analysis there.
Well, that was Screen Crush.
None of that. None of them.
I'll give that out to Ryan Airy from Screen Crush.
No, I like it. It was cool. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I think speculation wise, to just wrap that up, it was, is there going to be a big? I think they have to have some kind of reveal or twist.
Yeah.
You can't have nothing. Like, the season 1 finale was so extreme. They have to have something. I don't think it personally matches it. I think that the theory you talked about of Kang getting ripped through, that makes sense, and that would be a pretty big reveal. I think something along those lines is very realistic.
I think whatever they're gonna do, I hope it has a greater effect on the larger multiversal saga, because that's how Loki season 1 ended. Was, hey, we're kickstarting the multiverse. You know what I mean? Like, we're kickstarting the multiverse saga.
Literally creating it.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I feel like whatever that it's gonna end on will be another holy shit moment for the multiverse saga.
Last question. Season finale of Loki. We've already brought it up, tying into the movie. Do we get a Deadpool cameo?
I feel like at most we'll get like some sort of end credit thing. I don't know if it'll be in the actual end of the show. Like, end of the runtime of the show.
I don't think Deadpool is going to be in the episode. No.
Yeah, but I think
I could see Ryan Reynolds having a credit scene.
Yeah. I could totally see some sort of tease at the end of this, because, like you said, they've already stated that this will have an impact on, and because Deadpool 3 is dealing with incursions and yada yada yada. So, but I'm excited to see what we have in store, and I hope we get some sort of Deadpool cameo or reference or something, or even just like an X-Men reference or cameo or something.
I'm going to completely forget Deadpool 3 exists, and then when the hype starts rolling out for it, I am going to be bananas crazy. I might pull out the Deadpool video game and replay that. That was a lot of fun.
That movie, though, I think I'm going to hold off on. I'm going to at least try to hold off on watching any trailers. Because I think that movie they're going to spoil for stuff.
I don't know. Well,
maybe I'll watch the
first about it.
Maybe the first trailer. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm definitely gonna watch the first trailer. I think I'm gonna pull the end game and not watch anything after that.
Yeah, because then it gets risky. They start showing a little too, which we'll get into that in our next pod
follow-up episode. So we I'm done. Wrap it up.
Yeah, that'll do it for episode 47 of Stars of Marvel. We're next 2 episodes will be one of them will be, we're just gonna be talking about some Marvel, like, general things going on in the MCU and hot takes we have on different things. So we'll be talking about that, and then we also later on either this week or next week we'll be breaking down the season finale of Loki. So and then eventually probably next week as well, we'll be having a breakdown of the Marvels, because that comes out on this Thursday night. So, thanks.
I am seeing the Marvels before the Loki finale, so it better not tie into the Marvels.
Oh shit!
I'm actually a little annoyed
about that.
I'm a little annoyed. Yeah.
Oh, that's really bad timing. Like, that's really shitty. On maybe they'll release Loki early.
I have a 6:30 showing on Thursday,
and Loki doesn't come out till 9, right?
Till 9. Like, I'm gonna come back. I gotta say, I'm pumped for my Thursday.
Like, yeah.
It's gonna be
like
awesome.
I wish they'd go back to the original of just releasing it that day, like not at 9. Like,
see, I do like the 9 p.m. I do like the 9. I wish they stuck to the Ahsoka and did it on Tuesday.
I see. I wish it was at like 8 because like I get in bed.
I'll take that. You can. Yeah, no. Sorry. I like the night release.
Yeah.
But I would be willing to do a different time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I like I like not waking up and then having to avoid Twitter for a whole day.
That's true. Yeah.
I like the fact that it's like, okay, at this time this afternoon / evening, we'll watch the new episode.
Yeah. That's true. I didn't even think about that it makes it less spoilery for people. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, correct. That's true. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you can move to 8. That's fine. I didn't mean to like.
No.
9 or nothing.
No, nothing.
All right, let's get to the next episode.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. And Lisa Johnson, we will be in contact, and hopefully you can get your gift card. If not, we'll spin the wheel again.
Yeah.
But all right, see you, everybody.